Yeah, I don't even want no intro. Just make sure y'all hit the like button because we getting straight up into this, man. Like I didn't even let the intro play on this video. I didn't, excuse me. Because we need to get down. But y'all need to hype this video. Y'all need to get in the comments, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, because there's shorts and videos that's coming out every day on my channel. So I'm working while I'm out in the truck all week and I'm home recording. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? So support and I'll support back. You know what I'm saying? If you got a channel and you watching me, let me know down in the comments so that I can come over, subscribe to your channel, and also support you, share your content, because that's what it's about at the end of the day, right? That's what we praying about and everything. But I'm a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? I am. And I was mad on X. If you went on my X last night, formerly known as Twitter, you seen that I was upset, and that's the fan in me. And as fans, we tend to overreact, and that was my initial reaction. We overreact to losses and wins, right? It's not, but that's what fandom is. That's what fans are. That's what makes the game great. You know what I mean? We get emotional about some things sometimes, and that's cool. But I think I was trying to be logic with my things and the things that I was saying, because we need Aaron Rodgers. First of all, let me before I even get into anybody, any of the players and how and whatever I got to say, my opinion on things. Let me say, phenomenal job for the Los Angeles Chargers. The Los Angeles Chargers fans, y'all got us on that one. Y'all deserve it. Your defensive coordinator came out there with a fantastic game plan against our offense. Made our offense look absolutely elementary after we just beat one of the best teams in the league. And I mean, we dominated one of the best teams in the league. And then we come out the next week looking like absolute hot garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And we stunk the place up. We stunk the place up like you in gym class with no deodorant on the whole time, smelling like the whole subway. Not you ain't just smelling like funyuns and funyuns, onions, and spoiled lunch meat, all that. That's just the whole subway. You feel me? Like, and we stunk it up like that. We did. Um, and there's no excuse for that. I don't think so. And as a fan, and shout out to Kevin Adams, because he said on X, he was like, he went to the game live and he was like, and I want to give him a shout out because I'm using his quote, right? But he said, you don't know what the Pittsburgh Steelers, you don't know what we're gonna get out of this team. It seems like we can beat anybody and we can also lose to anybody. And that's the truth about our team. I mean, it really sums everything up into words, right? About our team and what's going on. But Aaron Rodgers played hot garbage last night. He really did. It seems like he can't take hits, yo. He's too old to take those hits. He was squinting, turning his back, bracing himself. Like, and I get it, he's old. And that's what I said. If we're not going to protect Aaron Rodgers, we don't have a chance. I said that. Go back and watch my videos. Go back a little bit. Scroll back. Scroll down on the channel, and go watch some of the older videos. And we have to protect Aaron Rodgers. It's just, I know it's simple to say that for every quarterback, but with him particularly, he's always struggled with that. He's always been quick off the, especially in these latter years. Go back and watch the Jets. When he's quick releasing, his timing gets off. He's like a timing type of quarterback. And when that's off with him, he's off and everything else goes out the window. And it's just, and it could become frustrating when your quarterback is nagging at you and complaining at you to do a job, when it's like, it's you. You missed a wide open layup. You missed a layup, dog. You missed a layup. Like, I mean, DK was right. He had him. Oh, you didn't even give DK a 50-50 ball. You got DK Metcalf out there, and you couldn't give him a 50-50 ball. Wide open. That can't happen. Jonnu Smith, another great tight end receiver. You know what I'm saying? He's been a great journeyman at Patriots, the Dolphins. Now he's with us. Started out at with the Titans. Like he's great. You know what I'm saying? From a Florida boy, Florida man. You know what I'm saying? Started off he's from Florida, but he's great at what he do. You know what I'm saying? Give him a 50-50 ball. He gonna snatch it. Give him something catchable. All you gotta do is give them a catchable ball, and then you sell one over Calvin Austin's head. But also Calvin Austin dropped one. You know he did hit Roman Wilson for a touchdown, but where's the consistency at with Roman Wilson? Can he be the number 2 receiver? Like something's lacking, and to the point where he's not on the field. We ran the ball well last night. We did do that well offensively. I thought we ran the ball well, but we need a number 2 receiver. And we let him go to Dallas, and then we cut the young the young guy, Rock Taylor from Memphis. He was on our practice squad. We cut him because he showed up late or something. And I get it, Mike Tomlin. You want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to prove a point or something like that. But Rock Taylor, he's a dog. He got a dog mentality. We need that kind of mentality. Like, he young, you know what I'm saying? He's a rookie. He's gonna make those kind of mistakes. I don't know what he actually did. You know what I'm saying? So all we could do is speculate. But you know, everybody deserves a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you being a rookie in the league. Like, it must have been that bad. Obviously, if we cut him, but you know, or maybe he wasn't willing to block. I don't know what's going on. But Rock Taylor, I seen him at Memphis. He blocked for Memphis on a Memphis tape. You seen everything in him to like him and invite you up to the camp. But when I seen Rock Taylor play at Memphis, 6'3", 220-pound wide receiver, I seen him blocking during the run. I seen him snatching. I seen him boxing out people, 50-50 ball. I thought he was going to fit in with this offense great. Because when everybody was going crazy, like, oh, we're about to lose. Well, George Pickens is gone. I'm like, well, we still got Rock Taylor. A lot of people don't know about him because he played in the American Athletic Conference with Memphis, but I know about him. I seen him ball. The kid can play. The guy, you know what I mean? He can play. And then when, you know what I'm saying, when you learn it from somebody like DK, I'm like, oh yeah, we gonna be straight. We gonna be straight. But nah, that didn't happen. So we didn't go after Chris Olave. That's kind of frustrating. And I was saying this stuff before the Colts game, but it's kind of frustrating to see that we didn't go after Chris Olave. He's on the team right now, and that's absolutely going nowhere. So I'm sure he's right. He's wanting to get up out of there. But I think that would be a great thing. We didn't go after. Well, I don't think we had a chance against Smith and Jigma. But I think there was a couple of different guys, but Chris Olave is the guy that really stuck out to me and that I wanted to get. Jalen Waddell from Miami. Also, when there was a bunch of riffraff going on down at Miami, he's a high flyer, cuts receiver from Alabama that don't mind getting his hands dirty in the run game. And I think that's what we're looking for as a physical receiver. But I mean, we got a physical receiver that want to get down and dirty. Now, is he shiny and gold and glitter? No. But Ben Skoranek is on our roster. I've seen him play. When Ben Skoranek, when he's so unselfish, he comes in the game literally to throw blocks, to throw the people off, to be a decoy and to hit somebody. He does, and he will. He'll go up with anybody. The heart that Ben Skoranek got, like you can't coach that in an NFL player. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of prima donnas at that wide receiver position. I say give Ben Skoranek a chance, man. I say we give him a chance at this point because, I mean, the trade deadline has passed. So I say let's go ahead and give him one. If we're not going to go out there and get a receiver, and I like Roman Wilson, but I mean, there's been rumors about him, his confidence level. You know what I mean? His confidence level not really being there and being up at the par. And when I say that it's been reported. Aaron Rodgers talked about him and tell him, like, look, you got to come out there with this mentality. I seen him play at Michigan like a dog. He blocked all the time at Michigan. You know what I'm saying? He did. He got dirty up at Michigan. They ran the ball a lot. They had J.J. McCarthy, Blake Corum. You know what I'm saying? Loveland was younger. Can't remember the other tight end they had, but that's what they did. Two of their tight ends ran the ball. You know what I'm saying? Roman Wilson every now and then, but he can play. Let's go. And there's wide receivers that's out there on people's practice squads that we still ain't going after. I don't even know what's up with Nick Nash. I talked about Nick Nash a lot in the offseason. Now he played at San Jose State with the Spartans. He's on the Atlanta Falcons practice squad. The last I knew, he was leading the NCAA in reception yards. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know why he didn't make Atlanta's roster. I don't know, because they could probably use somebody. But if they're not going to use them, then why aren't we looking? There's receivers that's out there that's on people's practice squads that didn't make it, and I get it. Like, not everybody's going to be all glitz and glamour. They got a little bit of things going on, but what we got to lose? We're out here rolling with 13 personnel in a spread tight. We come out and shotgun 13 personnel. Have you ever seen that? I'm just saying, like, I know it ain't, I mean, yeah, you probably do it on your video game. You go and you go down on the depth chart and get somebody that's a 59 overall, but a 99 speed, 98 speed or something like that. Throw them out there just to, send them on the fly or whatever. I don't know, but it don't really happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that a lot often, but that's what we've been using, because that's literally our tight ends right now. Out or a better room. Our tight end room is better than our wide receiver room. Let's just keep it a buck up until somebody steps up on our roster and shows. I think Ben Skoronek's the guy, to be honest, y'all. I'm just keeping it real. He's gonna block. He's physical. He ain't scared to go across the middle and catch them hospital balls if needed be. And I think you leave him, you can leave him on the field, because it's not going to be obvious when he's come in. There might be a play for him. You can leave him out there. You know what I'm saying? On rundowns and everything. I do. I like the way he plays, man. That's me though. But we got to solve that, get that figured out, and we got to play with more heart, more passion offensively. The offensive line, man, they looked they looked new, and I know y'all, like, it's frustrating. We're gonna have games. We're gonna have games like that. We're gonna have games like that, and I told y'all we was gonna have some games like this with this offensive line. They're new. That's why they should have been on the field. They should have been on the field. A lot of these guys have been on the roster now for 3 years, at least. Some guys 2, but they should have been out there. We've been drafting offensive linemen for the past 5 years in the draft, and still yet, I think these guys can do something. But look at this play. That effort right there, that can't happen, dog. You got to know who you blocking. What's going on, man? Who's blocking who? You know what I mean? There's no communication there. There's no true leader. Our tackles can't get beat up like that. We can't have Darnell Washington in there. If you want Darnell Washington to be a tackle and a tight end at the same time, you're gonna have to pay him for that. I think he's athletic enough to play the position. Absolutely. I think he can do it. But I mean, I seen him get kind of beat one play too, but I think he was supposed to chip block, if I'm not mistaken, on that safety. I think he was supposed to try to chip and then go out on Khalil Mack, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but I got to watch that back. This was the first look. I think that was supposed to happen, but look at that. Fontunu just got beat straight off the ball. Broderick, like, come on, y'all. What is y'all doing? Isaac S. What is y'all, like, come on, man. And Mason McCormick, like, I guess he like the only one like holding up with somebody in front of his face right now, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you can't give up on your quarterback like that, man. Like, come on, y'all. Like, look at this, man. You cannot give up on your quarterback like that, bro. Like, come on, man. He just, and you're a 5-star, big time Georgia left tackle. Come on, Broderick. Like, that can't happen, bro. Fontunu, come on, for Washington. You can't let that happen. Come on, man. You had Michael Penix's backside, man, but he was like, come on, bro. We can't be letting this happen. Got to communicate that. Isaac S getting beat. Our whole left side just got destroyed. Look at Mason McCormick's the only one still holding his block, even after the play. Look, that Mason McCormick, he's 66. You're the only one that's like game. Everybody else just kind of look back, like looking at their quarterback getting sacked. Like, what the? Didn't even, like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. That can't happen, man. That cannot happen at all. But I hate to say it, I kind of knew it would. I kind of figured it would happen. Especially with those guys being new, they got to learn certain things. It just seemed like they was lost. I haven't seen them get beat like that. Although I do see Roderick Jones struggling out there at times. I do see him struggling at times. I do, man. And it's not easy to play. It's not easy to play in the NFL at any position. It's just not. There's a lot of verbiage. There's a lot that you have to learn. There's a lot that you have to do to stay in shape and everything. So I'm not saying that it's easy, but dang, like not like this. And I don't care what this 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter or not. Like, come on, where's the effort at? Just fundamental football. Like, at some point in people's lives, they forget about the fundamentals that they would teach their kids or teach the youth. Like, it's so contradictory. Like, you'll teach fundamentals, but you don't play with the fundamentals. Like, what happened to the simple block to the damn whistle? Keep your man in front of you. I don't care if he's pushing you back. Keep him in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Pass blocking is hard. Pass blocking is not easy for anybody out there that's never tried to pass block. I would challenge you to go try to do that. To go line up and back up with a Myles Garrett, Khalil Mack, or Bud Dupree in your face. It's not easy, but keep him in front of you. Keep him in front of you. That's it. I don't care if you're getting pushed back, if you get bull rushed. Keep him in front of you. Block to the whistle. Just the fundamentals. That's it. People forget them. I thought Jaylen Warren had played a fantastic game. I really honestly do. I thought Jaylen Warren was the highlight of our offense, the highlight of the game on our side of the ball, besides the Roman Wilson touchdown late in the game. So Jaylen Warren, shout out to Jaylen Warren, played fantastically. I think our offensive line, even with me getting on their pass blocking, their run blocking was great. I thought when we kind of let them go out and eat, and we kind of stuck to that, I think they got their get back. They was mauling out there. And if that's how we got to come out, and if we got to come out in games and let's let those guys start out mauling, then that's what it is. But that's what it is. If we got to, let's do that. Let's get them guys out in space. You know what I'm saying? Let them guys move around. Let's get some tunnel screens going and whatnot. Let them guys eat, because we did good. And I think the Chargers defense, I respect the Chargers defense. I really do. I respect them. I think that they got some guys on that team that I really like. Obviously, Bud Dupree, Khalil Mack, Derwin James, a few more too. They got some guys on that defense, that I like playing, that I wouldn't mind if they played on our squad. You know what I mean? So, but defensively, the defensive line, I thought they did all right. I think they did all right. I think the defense just suffered from being tired, man. To be honest, like I think that's what that was. Like, they was just on the field for so long. They were tired. And depth got to us last night. I think the depth showed up like we don't have none, really. We don't have no depth. And especially when Joey Porter Jr. went out, Darius Slay went out. Like, you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. When they're out of the game, it seems like it's off a little bit. The trust level goes down because a lot of people playing defense and then playing zone. From what I've gathered from my information and looking and watching film, is that you have to trust your teammate to be doing his exact assignment to make everything work. You know what I mean? And especially for you to be able to make a play on the ball, you got to trust or make a decision. You have to trust that your guy is doing the right thing for you to do something. You know what I mean? Um, and what I mean by that, to try to explain it a little bit better, is if the linebacker has the middle of the field and he's spying, or he's a spy, but he also has middle coverage of the field, whatever. You have to trust that your linebacker has the middle of the field, or you have to trust your linebacker has the flats. If you're a corner, you have to trust he's got the flats and above. Like if there's a screen or a flat, if they're gonna dump it off, my linebacker's gonna be there to cover that. So I'm immediately going to my deep zone coverage. And I got you know what I'm saying? So I could start off deep. If he looks like he's about to take off from me, I may be able to jump this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got a safety still that's covering behind me or something. My safety is really going to have deep coverage on me, so I may be able to jump a route in the middle of the field. Because I got to trust that my linebacker has the flats, my safety has deep halves or deep, you know what I'm saying? They got the deep half and I can cover the middle or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So if I see somebody cut to the middle of the field, my guys are there. And I know that's in certain coverages. I think I'm particularly talking about right now a cover 3, like, when you got your linebackers hitting the flats and you know what I mean? Your two outside guys hitting the flats. Like if you're in the nickel, you know what I mean? You got one linebacker hitting the flats, your nickel hitting the flat, your middle linebacker taking the middle, and you be in the corner, whatever. You got to trust your guys in your spots to do your job. That's all I'm saying. And to sum it up, all right? Because I would have had to draw that up to explain what I'm talking about to some people. But when we got that, and when it's rolling like that, we're able to make plays. You can't pay. And for anybody that's been ever doubting our defensive linemen, stop it. Because even though I say that Myles Garrett, I always put him one, but TJ Watt does things that Myles Garrett can't do, and that's get interceptions. Myles Garrett don't pick the ball off the way that TJ Watt does. He doesn't. He just doesn't. And when you got a outside linebacker defensive end hybrid like TJ Watt that gets the interceptions he leads that category like that. Nobody gets double teamed more than him. Nobody does. Because he's not a one-trick pony. And get it. I mean, if we talking straight solid defensive end, you have to say Myles Garrett. But if we're talking outside linebacker, TJ Watt takes the cake. There's nobody playing that position like him. Period. So yeah, he's worth the bread. Because you got to pay so much attention just to him, to the point where they're using the tight end, running back, and the tackle to just pay attention to him. So, and then you got Cam Hayward. You definitely got to double team him. So yeah, we need some guys that gotta go out there and step up. Now we think Wyatt Black, Jack Sawyer, Nick Herbig, Alex Hightower. Y'all gotta be there to make them plays. They gotta be there to make them plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause them guys, we got guys who's giving y'all free reign. So, and I think they did all right with that. Like I said, when you tired, when you out on the field, when your offense just keep going 3 and out because your quarterback can't complete a pass, his time is off, getting sacked, throwing incompletions, just a horrible game like that. And it is what it is. Even your punter's leg starts. He gonna, the punch is gonna start getting shorter and shorter throughout the game. Cause he punting so damn much, But I think that at just watching this game, it worries me now because because Lamar Jackson is back. The Ravens look a lot better when him at quarterback, a lot better with him on the field. Joe Flacco has the Bengals playing unbelievable ball because they got, like I said, when you got those two great wide receivers on the field, it's crazy. The Chicago Bears look good. Period. Point blank. They got a lot of weapons, but they look good, and that defense looks good too. So yeah, that's not going to be easy. I think the Bengals game is not going to be easy. I don't think we got any cakewalks left on our schedule. So, but you know that some that like, of course, I'm upset about this game. Of course, like there's no ifs ands or buts about that. Let me check this out though. Yeah, I'm tight about that game. So we got the Bengals up next Sunday. At 1 at home should be some advantage to that. Then we got the Bears. We have to go to Soldier Field to play the Bears. And then we got Buffalo at home after the Bears. And then we have the Ravens December at Ravens. We have to go to Baltimore. Those are our next 4. Bengals, Bears, Bills, Ravens. And then we got the Dolphins, but that ain't even a break because they just BTA'd the Bills. They just made the Bills. They did because they got some good defenders, and they played a good Bills team and beat them bad. So am I just looking at the Dolphins right now on our schedule and saying that's easy? No, that's after. So let me share the tab so we can look at the schedule together. So this is our next games: the Bengals. Then we got Bears, the Bills, the Ravens, Dolphins, the Lions, the Browns, and then we got the Ravens to finish off the regular season. Again, the Browns, the pass rush. That's why it's always concerning. Like we should have that down pack right now. There's like, and I know that they're new, and I knew that like I said they would have games like that. But come on now, like we mid halfway through the season right now. We in the midway point. Come on. Like you can't have a game just like that. But they've been keeping him pretty clean though. They have been. They've been keeping them pretty upright. And that's just the only way you're gonna win right now with him being in his aging like that. Or else be ready to have Will Howard go in there. Because if you're not gonna keep him up, right, he can't keep taking hits like that. I don't think he could. But yeah, we got a tough schedule coming up. We got a tough schedule coming up. It's not going to be easy for us to lock down a playoff berth at all, at all. So, but until next week, man, y'all know, like I always say, I always tell us, y'all pray for each other, pray for yourself, pray for me. So I'm always praying for y'all, man. That's how I give it up. Done with my Steelers talk. Peace.